Hey, what's up? Back again. Got a story to tell you. A kind of a fucked up story. I was at a cookout yesterday at my dad's house. My brother was there with his girlfriend and kids and everything. And I was checking my email and everything, and I told my dad I was on YouTube, and I told him I was doing Stick'em a little bit now. He asked me exactly what it was about, and I said, well, it's mostly about atheism. He knows I'm an atheist, but he gets all pissed off and everything, but, I'm not really fearful of that. I got my own place. It's not like I got to deal with all that bullshit the whole time. My dad is a tad hypocritical when it comes to shit like this. Well, not hypocritical, because I'm sure he believes in Christ. But he comes off, he isn't really, but he comes off as a bit of a prick, because he told me, well, I guess this is hypocritical if he told me this. He told me, I'm not gay, alright, but he told me if I ever was gay, he wouldn't like it, he would hate it, but he would be okay with it, or, something akin to that. And, I'm gonna tolerate you, but I don't fucking like this, It's a tad condescending, and, he said something to me the other day, or actually just last night, that was extremely condescending. Me and, my brother's girlfriend, him, were getting into this kind of theological debate, because I told him some of the questions I was getting on Stick'em and whatnot. It's kind of helping me deal with some issues. And he said, well, you don't know the Bible. And I said, well, I've read the Bible 3 times. I'm working on my 4th. He's like, you've read it, you don't know it. Anybody who's ever read the Bible knows as much as I do. Alright? The Bible is a fucking... It's a psychological tome, alright? It has no magic powers. There's no way you can, know it or anything. And he said, the only thing I know is that many of the things I said were happening in Book of Revelation and whatnot, or I see happening now, Like, he thinks Obama's kind of the Antichrist a little bit, or he might be. And for those of you who haven't seen Julia Sweeney's one-woman show, Letting Go of God, she really hammers this point home. Coincidences do fucking happen, alright? They do happen. They're freaky, they're rare, they may look like miracles, but they do happen, But I just, it kind of pissed me off. I had to kind of get out of there because of that shit, because, it was basically 2-on-1. I was telling them, hey, that I don't really care if you're religious or Christian, as long as you don't go get fucking nuts and think we're all gonna die, as long as you don't become Fred Phelps or something. And my brother's girlfriend didn't know who Fred Phelps was. And, my dad said, people like him and Jerry Falwell and Pat Robertson to some degree are not real Christians, and, I didn't want to get into too much of a debate because I didn't want to deal with it. I was trying to eat and just have an okay time, but I'll get into it here. Pat Robertson, and especially Fred Phelps, they're the only real Christians. Alright, they're especially Fred Phelps. TJ said many things about this in some of his early videos. Fred Phelps is about 95% Christian, alright? The only thing that he doesn't do, as far as I know, is he hearkens to the Bible as much as he can, because that's what the Bible is about. God hates fags, God does hate anybody who worships a different God than him, all this weird, crazy bullshit that Fred Phelps spews. God, if he was alive, and it was just like the Bible, if he did exist, and the Bible was 100% true about him, he would hate America. He'd hate the fucking world because we're not killing faggots and blacks and everything. Yes, it is in the Bible that blacks are evil, which is, fucking crazy. It's also in their justification for slavery. My dad, he always says, oh, it's in the Old Testament. So is the fucking Ten Commandments. But you say, oh, no, follow this here, but don't follow this over here. It's a charlatan's trick, alright? People trick you with this bullshit. And, when I see shit like that, they basically ganged up on me and, said, I believe this, this, and this, and I know you don't, They were trying to be, or she was trying to be, kind of compromising and civil and whatnot. My dad was somewhat condescending and just barely holding in this mask of disdain for what I think and I feel. That shit, I've read the Bible, I don't know it. Nobody knows the fucking Bible, alright? Christians don't even know the fucking Bible. Most Christians haven't even read the fucking Bible. Alright, I've read it 3 times. I'm working on my 4th. I'm on page, 20. So far not doing too good at it. I probably could be reading faster, especially since it's a huge fucking book. But I don't feel the need to just jump at it and read it as quickly as I can, because being that I've read it before, I get to this place where I want to read a lot, and I'll get to another place that can go on for months where I don't want to read at all. And so, I'm just not at that place where I want to read a lot. Maybe soon I will be. But hey, that's just me. But, hey, leave me a video response, tell me what you think. Has anybody ever been... Because I know Christians get overtly condescending like this with people. They'll say things like you're lost, or you just don't know, You don't know. You don't fucking know, Christians don't fucking know. Alright? Anybody who claims that they know God is real is a fucking liar. Anybody who claims that they know God isn't real is a liar. Alright? You cannot 100% know something is like that. Alright? God cannot be proven or disproven. Alright? I go on a common sense argument that God is not real. I am almost 100% certain that God is not real. I am not 100% certain that God is not real. Maybe one day I will be, through science and just common sense. I'm not saying we know 100%, but we know fucking better about this shit, Alright, I mean, look the fuck around you. As George Carlin once said, something is fucked up here. Something is wrong here. If this is the best God can do, I'm not impressed. But, leave me some comments, tell me what you think. So, peace.